You know what's wild? My dad says Americans put V8 engines in everything. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Like, literally everything. Trucks, muscle cars, even boats. Daniel, I'm not kidding. They built a lawnmower with a V8 once. A lawnmower. So here's what makes it weird. Most countries, they use smaller engines. 4 cylinders, maybe 6 if they're feeling fancy. Gets the job done, saves gas. Everyone's happy. But Americans, they look at that and think, nah, we need 8 cylinders firing in a V shape. More power, more noise, more of everything. And it's not even about being practical. That's the crazy part. A V8 drinks gas like I drink Gatorade after baseball practice. It's heavy, it's expensive to fix, and most people never actually use all that power. But they love it anyway. My uncle explained it to me once. He said after World War II, America had all these factories and cheap fuel. They could build big engines without worrying about the cost. So they did. And then something happened in people's brains. The sound of a V8, that deep rumble when you start it up, it became the sound of freedom or something. Like, you hear it and you think of open highways and going fast and not caring what anyone thinks. Europe went the opposite way. Smaller roads, expensive gas. They had to be smart about it. But America had wide open spaces and fuel that didn't cost much. So why not make the engine bigger? Why not make it sound like thunder? There's this thing called displacement. Basically, it's how much air and fuel the engine can suck in and explode. V8s have huge displacement. That's why they make so much power. That's why they sound like that. It's physics, but it feels like magic when you're standing next to one. Here's what gets me though. Electric cars are getting super fast now. Faster than V8s, actually. Quieter too, but people still want the V8. Not because it's better, because it feels like something. It's loud, it shakes. It reminds you there's controlled explosions happening under the hood. That's the real answer. Americans love V8s because they're not just engines. They're a feeling. And sometimes people care more about how something makes them feel than whether it makes sense.